This is Tilt, the revolutionary new and completely different approach to commercial lighting systems. Tilt is a low-voltage, plug-and-play commercial lighting system that installs more than 10 times faster than conventional LED lighting systems and saves you 80% on installation costs. Are you wondering how that's possible? Here's how. Let's look at a basic installation of 9 2x2 light panels in a grid ceiling. We'll show you how the Tilt system installs in about an hour using a few simple tools. First, let's mount 3 90-watt Tilt drivers and 1 junction box to the wall, and connect a wireless area controller to the junction box. Each of the drivers will power 3 Tilt light panels. These drivers convert the standard 120 to 277 volt AC power to a safer 24 volt DC power. Step 2. Install beam clamps and bridle rings to the building structure every 4 feet, following the desired path of the lighting. Step 3. Connect the drive lines to the drivers and run them through the bridle rings. You'll notice our drive line is thin and flexible, comparable to speaker wire, which means it can easily go around obstacles. Step 4. Just lay the light panels into the grid and attach the hurricane clips. Then connect the last light panel in the run to the end of the drive line, and then connect the other 2 lights in the run with Tilt speed whips. Connect the speed whips to the drive line using channel lock pliers. Step 5. At the AC supply junction box, connect the branch circuit, driver, and area controller wires using wire nuts and put the cover on. The last step is to pair the wireless switch to the wireless area controller and install the switch on the wall. Then turn the lights on. With the Tilt low-voltage plug-and-play system, it really is this easy. Now let's compare Tilt's streamlined installation process with a conventional lighting system. The same room and the same 9 2x2 light panel installation will take over 16 hours and require more than 20 tools. Remember, Tilt installed in about an hour using only 4 tools. To get started with a conventional lighting installation, we need to install 3 junction boxes. Each junction box will need 5 connectors and a ground pigtail. Next, you're going to need to connect these 3 junction boxes and the AC supply junction box using thin wall conduit. Do you know how much effort it takes to measure, cut, and bend thin wall conduit? With every obstruction, like HVAC systems and sprinkler systems, more conduit needs to be measured, cut, and bent. Now we've got to run all of the wiring from the AC junction box to each of the other 3 junction boxes. That means using fish tape to feed the 3 wires from the AC supply junction box through all 3 segments of thin wall conduit. Add the time it takes to loop and cut the wire at each junction box. This complicated mess takes a lot of time and resources. And we're not even done yet, unless you install Tilt. With conventional lighting, you still have to connect each junction box to the lights. You'll need to measure the MC flexible conduit cables. That's 3 for each junction box. Cut the MC cable to size. Connect the MC cable to the junction box, and then install anti-short bushings, MC connectors, and MC straps. Not just once, but 9 times. Let's compare that to what it takes to connect the Tilt driver to the Tilt light panels. It's easy to see why Tilt installs more than 10 times faster and saves you 80% on installation costs compared to conventional LED lighting. The comparison doesn't stop there. Just look at the difference in placing the lights. Conventional light requires the installation of support beam anchors and ceiling support wire, anchored into the building structure, then connecting the ceiling support wire to the support beam anchors. Not too difficult, right? Except with a conventional system, that same step must be repeated 35 more times on all 9 lights in this room. Since Tilt is low voltage, ceiling support is not required. You don't have to bother with this process. With Tilt, just lay the light into the grid and attach the hurricane clips, and it's in. Finally, compare Tilt to the conventional method of wiring lights to the MC cable, a necessary step for every conventional LED lighting system installation. For this step, you have to access the inside of the light's driver by removing the panel. Strip the MC cable to expose the wire. Attach the anti-short bushing and insert the wire into the driver. Strip your wire and make the connection to the driver with an MC connector. Then seal it all back up. And this step must be repeated 8 more times in our room. Remember how this worked with the tilt system? The comparison continues as we look at closing the junction boxes. Starting here, a conventional installation requires connecting the MC cable to the branch circuit using wire nuts. You'll need to do that 3 times per junction box. Then you can jam that mess of wires in and close it up. Tilt installers can skip this step altogether and move to the final piece, connecting the branch circuit wires using wire nuts at the AC supply junction box. That's why the new and revolutionary Tilt Low Voltage LED commercial lighting system installs more than 10 times faster and saves you 80% on installation costs. What are you waiting for? Call to get Tilt on your next project.